This is probably the best dressing room I've been in, that in terms of, there's no bad eggs, everyone's rooting for each other, whether you're playing, whether you're on the bench, whether you're not in the squad. It's a real team effort, throughout the squad. We've got good characters and good players, and ultimately it's leading to good results. I'm delighted to get it done, obviously delighted to secure my future at this club. I've had a brilliant year this year, so yeah, long may it continue.
What was it that Matt said to you when he offered you the new deal?
I think it was just more about stability. I'm comfortable here in the area, playing for the club. We've got a great set of lads and a great set of staff as well. So I think just everything combined made me want to settle down here and sign another deal. And
as you said, you're in your second season now, halfway through. How have you found the last 18 months in Exeter?
Yeah, the first year was a bit stop-start. Obviously I got injured at the start and then didn't really get going, if I'm being completely honest. But this year, I've managed to get a consistent run in the team and be able to show the fans and everyone what I'm about this year.
A lot's been made from the players about the spirit in the dressing room as well. You've been in a few in your time. How have you found this one?
Yeah, to be honest, this is probably the best dressing room I've been in. That in terms of, there's no bad eggs. Everyone's rooting for each other, whether you're playing, whether you're on the bench, whether you're not in the squad. It's a real team effort. Throughout the squad. We've got good characters and good players, and ultimately it's leading to good results.
And this season you've spent a lot of time playing on the left, which I think is a bit unfamiliar for you. How have you found adapting to that side?
Yeah, obviously I didn't play too much there in the past before this season, but I think I've adapted quite well and managed to bring my game over from the right to the left, and now it's got to the stage where I feel equally comfortable on either side. So yes, it's not a problem for me.
Is there anything you've had to do differently or adapt in your playing style to get used to being on the other side?
To start with, I think it's just body positions and stuff like that when you're defending, but now I think taking people on and getting to the byline and putting crosses in and coming in and taking shots, I think it's all quite similar to the right. So yeah, I feel I'm real comfortable either side.
Is it good to also have the likes of Jack Sparks and Colin Daniel pushing for that position as well? Does that push you a bit further as well?
Yeah, obviously you always need competition for places. You need to know if you don't play well, if you don't perform, you're not going to play. And I think this year we definitely have that. The strength and depth in the squad is brilliant. Everyone has to be on their A game, otherwise you're not going to play.
And one thing we spoke about earlier in the season as well, but it was you not having scored your first professional goal, and that has happened here at St James Park. What was that moment like?
To be honest with you, everyone made a bigger deal of it than it actually was, to be honest with you. I think just because of my playing style, I think everyone was so surprised that I hadn't scored yet. But yeah, for it to happen at home in front of the big bank as well, I actually think I ran the other side where the photographers are, so yeah, I didn't quite get that right. But yeah, it was a great moment. So hopefully a few more to come this year.
I think, yeah, like you said, a lot was made of it as well at the time. Do you feel like it's a bit of a weight off your back in some respects, and now people don't have to talk about that?
Not really. A little bit, I suppose. No one's going to mention that again, are they? But yeah, listen. However I'm contributing, whether it be assists, goals, good performances, clean sheets, I'm happy. As long as the team's winning, then yeah, I'm a happy man.
And we've noticed a lot more of you cutting inside and shooting a goal from distance as well this season. Is that something that's you've wanted to add to your game, or something you've been told that it's one of your strengths? I
think just naturally, obviously, when you're playing on the left, and I'm naturally right-footed, so whether it be if they're blocking the line, then I'm going to come inside and shoot, or come inside and cross the ball on my right foot, or if they want to show me line, then I can equally go down the line and put a cross with my left. So I think it's just about mixing it up, taking what the opponent gives you. So yeah, just trying to mix things up this year, and it seems to be working, so yeah. And
that led to quite the moment at Salford as well, didn't it? With those scenes at the end of the game. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was mental, to be fair. I hit the bar with a shot, I think maybe 5 minutes earlier. So to get that opportunity to similar sort of position, to be fair, I was a bit disappointed I didn't get the goal that credited with the goal, but it helped to get the team the win and the 3 points. So I was happy either way.
And the scenes with the fans at the end, it was right in front of them. That must have been a good feeling. How much it meant to them to get a late winner.
Yeah, I mean, the fans, they travel in their numbers wherever, throughout the country. I mean, Bradford, they was there amongst 16,000, 15,000, and you could still hear them singing. So, the Grecians have been brilliant, at home. The big bank always pushes us on, whether it be to get an equaliser, to get a winner, or, to get us over the line. So the fans have been brilliant this year, and, we're going to need their support, come towards the end of the season. So, yeah, as long as they keep turning up in their numbers, we'll be happy.
And is it a good feeling to know that even if we're not playing our best, or you don't quite get the result you want, the fans aren't, they're not, there's no negativity, it seems, in the crowd. They're not turning on you or anything. There's always that positive backing.
Yeah, it's important because obviously games are not always going to go exactly how you want them to go. You're not going to win 3-0 every week. So there are, and especially in League Two, there are tight games. The majority of them are tight games. So there may be games where we're playing against teams that people would expect us to win. Obviously we put that pressure upon ourselves, I think, because of the kind of team we are, but it's not always going to go away. So when it isn't, we need the crowd to stay with us and push us on to, like I said, get the equaliser or get the winner.
And we might have covered these already, but I mean, what's been your highlights of the last 18 months, would you say?
First and foremost is having fans back. Obviously last year was strange. I think I was involved in the first game they came back against Northampton in Exeter Trade. And it was I think there was only 2,000 in the stadium then, but you could just feel the difference having the fans back. If you put in a cross, if you put in a shot, if you make a block tackle, just that noise, I think it just, as a player you need that. And yeah, I think, there's been a few moments. The Salford moment was one of them, scoring my first goal, and just altogether the team this year has been brilliant to be involved in.
And 2/3 of the way through the season now, how would you assess how we've gone and the place we're in?
Well, I think it was no secret we started the season really well. We went 20 unbeaten, which is an unbelievable achievement in any level of football. And then we went through a little bit of a blip. We had the COVID situation, lost a few players through injuries and stuff like that. But we've managed to, we regrouped after that. Players are coming back fit now, the squad looks good again, and we've put a little run together, so yeah, hopefully we can just continue and just finish the season strongly.
And is it very much a case of one game at a time now as well, and not to look too far ahead?
I think it has to be. I think you take each game as it comes. Choose tomorrow night, it's not going to be the same as the weekend, so we take each game as it comes, see what the opposing team brings us, and we go from there.
And personally, you've got experience of promotion at League Two under your belt as well, assisting the goal, I believe, that got the Tranmere promotion. I mean, is that something that can only really benefit the team? People having players that have gone through that. Yeah,
I mean, obviously having people with promotions on their CV can only benefit because obviously it's past experience. Going through similar things where you're at the right end of the league and competing for automatic places or whether it be playoffs. So yeah, having people that have experienced that before can only be a benefit to us. So yeah, hopefully I can use my experience and help us get over the line.
And also, finally, we seem to have a good blend of youth and experience in the squad as well, and a really good squad depth. I mean, if you look at some of the names that haven't made the bench recently, I guess that can only benefit us with quite a busy schedule coming up.
Like I said, everyone has to be playing well. If you want to play, you have to play well. So squad depth is important. I mean, football's strange. I mean, you can have too many players in the squad and then all of a sudden you get 3-4 injuries, and then them players that weren't making the squad are in the starting lineup. So everyone has to stay ready. I mean, training's always good, the intensity is always sharp. So I think, whoever's not playing and whoever is playing will be ready either way.
And how have you found playing recently alongside Sweens, Sam Stubbs and Czech? I mean, we've had a few different back lines over the season, but that's been a consistent for the past 6 or 7 games, and I mean 6 clean sheets as well. So it must be, you must feel confident going into a game that you can shut the opposition out.
Yeah, I mean, the blend's kind of, it's been put together. Czech's obviously come in and done fantastically well. I mean, he settled to life in League Two like duck to water, really. Like, he's taking it all in his stride. Sweens obviously is consistent as ever, and then obviously Stubbsy was out for a long period of time, so for him to come in and perform the way he's done after a year out is credit to him. He's probably the hardest working player at the club, if I'm being completely honest, in terms of like his gym stuff. He really looks after himself, so it's testament to him and the hard work he's put in that he's reaping the rewards now. So yeah, obviously they're keeping clean sheets, and if you keep clean sheets, you only need one goal to win the game, so it's making it a lot easier for the creative players and myself and Josh that want to contribute both in defensively and attackingly. So yeah.